So, you know, a lot of things we're following through tradition. I could suggest to you, I could look it up. I mean, I'm not by my computer, but you can look up the origins of birthdays. I put it on my Facebook. If you brothers and sisters would, you know, kind of like a lot of things, I expose the different things as far as where they come from, the origins of it, how they came about. You just put up the origins of birthdays, you know what I mean? The different lights on the candles, the cakes, all that stuff is pagan. Come from pagan. It's pagan, you know what I mean? It's worshiping things that we're not supposed to be worshiping. When you read the commandments, we're not supposed to be doing these things. So as we do the things that the pagans do, you can't justify it. You know what I mean? It's not a righteous act. We didn't do that. Show me where over and over again, you know, because everybody in the Bible had a birthday, had a born day. So like everybody had a birthday. Everybody was born, right? So where is it that you see the prophets celebrating their birthday? You know? So one compared to 12,014 years. Mashayach Yahawashi birth is in the Bible. When he was born, he came into the earth. The next time they say anything concerning his day of birth is when they went to Jerusalem for the Passover at that time. You know? But what about all the other years that he was on the earth? What about all the years that Methuselah lived? He lived over 900 something years. Adam lived all those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. You know? I don't know. A lot of our people, they're Gentiles. And more than likely, probably a Gentile-minded person was saying that to you, because they follow the tradition of what we came out of slavery and following. Let's look at it a little bit, just a little bit. Go to Colossians 3:17. Okay, so is this phone loud? Is my voice to you on the conference call? Because it's low. It's still low here. Is it? Because it's real low. For me, I'm recording, and to hear it on the recording is very, very low. Is it low to anyone else on the conference call? Get a response, people. Wow. Anyway, go to Genesis, the 40th chapter, the 20th verse. Just only a few scriptures really I want to look at. Genesis 40 and 20. It says, and it came to pass at the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, who was an Egyptian, so-called African and Hamite, that he made a feast unto all his servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hands. But he hanged the chief baker, as Joseph had interpreted to them. Yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph, but forgot him. So that's the first one of the times the first birthday is mentioned in the Bible, right? And that was the time of death. Okay, let's get another scenario. Matthew the 14th chapter. Matthew 14. And let's start around verse 6. Matthew 14 and 6. I'll start at verse 3. Matthew 14 and 3. For Herod, who was an Edomite, who was over us when the Mashayach walked the earth, had laid hold on John and bound him, John the Baptist, and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife, because he had married his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, it is not lawful for thee to have her. But he married his brother's wife. Herod did. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude, because they counted him as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday, here it go again, was kept, who kept it? First and foremost, so far we see two heathen nations, not Israelites. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, see, the mother told her to do this, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger. So she wanted John the Baptist's head as she danced in front of Herod and pleased him. And the king was sorry, nevertheless for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. And his disciples came and took up the body and buried it, and went and told Mashayach Yahawashi. When the Mashayach heard of it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the people had heard thereof, they followed him on foot out of the cities. And Mashayach went forth and saw a great multitude, and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick. So that's two birthdays mentioned in the Bible. Let's see what Job says in the 3rd chapter. Job, the 3rd chapter. Let's see what Job says. Because people following traditions of the heathen, as we just read. I'm going to read Job 3 and 1. After this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. After this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived. Let that day be darkness. Let no power regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up this morning. And that's mourning like sadness. Let the stars or the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none, neither let it see the dawning of the day. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me? Or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest. There it is right there. Okay, it says, with kings and counselors of the earth, which build desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver, or as an hidden, untimely birth, I had not been, a miscarriage, as infants which never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and the great are there, and the servant is free from his master, whereof is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasures, which rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave. Why is light given to a man whose way is hid, and whom the Most High have hedged in? For my sign cometh before I eat, and my roarings are poured out like the waters. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come upon me, unto me. Excuse me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. He was very, Messiah blessed Job. Jeremiah 20 and 14. So Jeremiah said, cursed be the day wherein I was born. Read it to you again. It say, cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed. Cursed be the man who brought tidings to my father, saying, a man-child is born unto thee, making him very glad. Let that man be as the cities which the Most High overthrew, and repented not, and let him hear the cry in the morning, and the shouting at noonday. Because he slew me not from the womb, or that my mother might have been my grave, and her womb to be always great with me. Wherefore came I forth out of the womb to see labor and sorrow, that my days should be consumed with shame, be in captivity. So he feel that way. I mean, it is what it is. Yes.
What scripture was that?
What scripture was what? What I just read?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 20. 14 now to 18. So that should be enough. I mean, you know, we can look at who really, as we just read, who really, you know, celebrated. That's how we feel. I mean, if you born in captivity, slavery, and violence, what you have really to be happy? You can be happy about the Most High, the Mashayach, Yahawashi calling you out of darkness to the light. We can celebrate that every day. You want to party? See, we can party about that every day. You know what I mean? But as far as just one particular day, and then where does it originate? I have that information. I just don't have it on me right now. Where it originated, you know, you can just Google it up. The origins of birthdays. Point blank. Google.com. Origins of birthdays. Or Wikipedia or whatever. They go to Wikipedia for everything else. Some go to Wikipedia for that. And see what comes up. Say again. The origins. Origins of birthdays. Can everybody hear me okay? Because I mean, I'm talking loud. Might be something wrong with your phone, Doc. Are there any other questions or comments or building blocks? Shalom.
Can you prove that Abraham was a Hebrew?
Abraham the Hebrew?
Come on.
Why you supposed to be? Who you supposed to be? Who is he said? Who is it said that he is?
Isn't it written in the scriptures?
Yeah. I'm just.
Where do you find that?
Oh. Oh, you just asked. I thought maybe somebody was telling saying he wasn't a Hebrew. He was something else.
Man, I'm just asking on my own terms.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's look at it. Our forefather Abraham. We got to go back way back to Genesis, the 12th chapter. Let's see when he was born. Let's see. Let me look. To say Abram the Hebrew. Let me find it. Bear with me for a second. Let me look up the concordance. Hold on, let me get the concordance. Just a moment. Let me get a concordance so I can find it real quick.